Hello guys, welcome back. Hello if you are new. So today I have a very fun eyeshadow palette video, but before I get into it, I have partnered today with Ana Luisa. No, this is not sponsored. They did not pay me in any way, shape, or form to talk about them, since they are having a Mother's Day sale right now, and I have been wearing some of their pieces and I love it. I am somebody who used to love to wear necklaces, but after having children, and if anybody has small kids, you are fully aware that when you're carrying your kids, they're yanking at your necklaces or your earrings. So I kind of veered off on wearing necklaces, but I am falling back in love with this dainty look. I have 3 different pieces here. They are currently having a sale for 25% off their website. These are really good quality necklaces. The ones that I personally have picked out are really nice. I love these to wear them. This weekend, it so happened that I'm going to a baby shower, so these are going to be perfect for the dress that I have picked out. Very well made. I have had no issues with it. It's not sticking into my hair, which is one of my pet peeves when it comes to necklaces. Beautifully, it has held up. They have free US shipping, so there's no minimum. If you want to get anything and you are in the US, it is free shipping. I do have a link down in the description box, so if you are interested in checking them out. I know I have heard about this brand before in the past from other content creators, and I've always been interested in it, but I never really looked into it until now, and I am really impressed by their quality, because I'm somebody who doesn't like to spend an arm and a leg, but I want the good quality there. So far it's been awesome, and I really like it. All 3 of these that I have been mismatching this past few weeks, it's been really nice. I have no complaints whatsoever. So if you are interested, even to browse around, the link will be down below. Everything's there. I do not get anything out of this, so it's all up to you guys whether you want to give it as a gift, give it to yourself as a gift. For a new mom, for instance, this weekend, I am going to go to a baby shower, so that's a new mom, first time mom. I think these are beautiful for that. So everything you need to know, like I mentioned, will be down in the description box. Okay guys, so today, I thought it'd be interesting to share with you guys, if I were to get rid of 10 palettes right now, going through my drawers, what would I choose? As you guys know, last year, I did a whole entire purge of my eyeshadow palettes, got rid of things that I didn't like while I was using them, wasn't using them, kind of was using them, and then realized I didn't like them, that sort of thing. But what would I choose today? The ones that have been left, I really do love, so this isn't saying I'm getting rid of them, but what would I choose today? So I have my 10 here. If you're interested to see, stay tuned. Okay, so these are in no particular order, you guys. You guys know that I do not have any particular order of these, but I'm going to give you my explanation as to why I would get rid of these. Maybe they might be the first ones to get rid of if I need to, but right now they're staying hanging around because I'm really not shopping, so these are still kind of having a purpose in my collection. Let's see if that still holds true until December. First up is the Huda Beauty Desert Dusk. I love this color story. I genuinely do. But it's making me nervous to know how old this palette is. And from what I've seen from others that have used this for quite some time, and the actual quality being not as great after so many years. So that's why I'm a little bit nervous with this one. I am going to pull this out once I start to get a tan to really test this out to see if I still want to keep it in my collection, because I do love the color story. It's just, I know I've heard many people say that the shadows have become crumbly, flaky, they don't stick on your eyelids. And you guys know that I don't want to waste my time with that kind of stuff. I'm pretty sure I could find this color story somewhere in my collection, but if I have it, I want to use it. And I have used it. It's not like it's brand new, as you guys can see. But as of right now, once I pull it out and test it out, if it's not working for me, it's going. Up next, this is discontinued at this point. This is the Nomad Tokyo. If I had to choose one, I would choose this one. The main reason is because the tone of these have a very white base, and sometimes these just don't work that great on me. It just doesn't look right. The main reason why I've kept this palette for so long is this bottom row of these glitter toppers. If I were to get rid of this palette, I would depot these and keep these, because this I really love, and that's the main reason why I still have it, the main reason why I purchased it. Not necessarily because of these. These are just not my thing as much. Like, I can't really use this one. This is too light. This one's not that wonderful on me. This yellow is a little bit too white based. Purple's okay. This pink one's okay. This section right here is good. this section is way too much for me. Like, it's way too light. Once I get a tan, it's done and over with. I can't use this at all. So that's my main reason. I might end up entertaining the fact of just depotting these and keeping these. I might end up just doing that. But also the packaging is cute. I really do think that's cute. All right, this one. This is the Kaleidos, and the only one like this that I have is the Futurism 2 Cyber Bronze. There is nothing wrong with this one right here, the 6-pan one. It's just not unique enough for me to say that I wanted to keep this one. If I were to have to get rid of something, this would be it, because there's nothing unique about this. All these shades I have in my collection. The quality is the reason why I've kept this in here for so long, because I've gotten rid of other shades like this. But the good thing is these are magnetic, so I can just pull these out and put it in a Z palette and I'd be okay. But if I were to get rid of a full-on palette, this would be it, because it's nothing, you know, out of its world, different, unique colors. It's run of the mill. There's no video where I'm not bashing this palette. You guys know, I've already tested this out. I played with it. I understand why I don't reach for it as often, and it's still on my chopping block. It's still on my chopping block. If there was a person that came to me in person and said, I really wanted that palette, can you give it to me? I'd give it away in a heartbeat. But I think it's because I don't have someone specific that would want it, and it's the reason why I'm keeping it. But for now, she's still here. All right, so this one was given to me as a declutter, and I was so appreciative because this is the only Glam Light palette that I do have. This is the Ice Cream palette. Spoiler alert, I've been pulling this out for the month of April to really play around with it, and I'm not 100% sold on this formula. Now, again, this is an older palette. It was already used previously before it was given to me, so that could be the reason why. But it just doesn't give me the excitement to try another palette from them. Not to mention that I'm so tired of the collabs that they keep doing. They're not coming up with anything unique like they used to. Now it's always like Kellogg's, Chucky, Betty Boop. I'm like, I don't want those kinds of palettes. I just want a palette that they came up on their own. So as far as this one, these bottom colors right here are just they have to be built up, which is fine, but they're a lot more dry than I like. And then I tried to do like a 3-layer, like 3 different shadow look on my eye, and everything blended into one shade. It didn't have that, the colors just didn't have that impact to be able to stand out on their own. If I put something next to it, it kind of blended away with it and it just became one color. So I wasn't a fan of that. So this isn't something that I can use artistically in that sense. It would have to be something in the crease, something on the outer V, and then one of these shades on the lid. I can't like do 2 shades, 3 shades, because it just didn't work out that well for me. Some of the colors are really beautiful, and I think that's why I'm keeping it. And these colors are pretty, but I can't use these in the summer. It would only have to be when springtime comes. Hence the reason why I pulled this out now. Up next is this one, Give Me Glow Extra Spicy. The reason why I would give this up, it's because of the variation of the shades. I do like individual shades in here. And again, this is another magnetic palette that I can pull out shades. So that's another reason I could do that. I can also rearrange this with other Give Me Glow palettes. That's the reason why I haven't got rid of it either. My wheels are turning and reasons why I haven't got rid of certain things. This one, these 2 reds are slightly different, but not enough to have 2 of these. I wish there was a green one in here. This orange one is not my favorite color, orange. Like, I don't like this kind of orange. I rarely use it. And all the rest I do like. It's 3 out of the 9 that I'm just like, ugh. And that's why I'm like, okay, 3 out of the 9, that's still less that I don't like versus what I do like. So this is why I'm still keeping it around. And I do have a pan in here. These shades are really pretty. And if I were to pull one of these shades out to use with a different palette, I really do like it. It's just as a whole, it's a bit much. It's a bit much. Maybe right now, maybe when I come back to the whole entire colorful look again, I might want to reach for this again. Recently in a video, I had mentioned this one. This is the Child palette. I like it. I don't love it. There's nothing extraordinary about it. There's other greens in my collection that I prefer to reach for more. But again, these can be pulled out, rearranged, taken out. I could pick the ones that I want. The packaging is cute, but I rarely keep things for packaging. It's still hanging around, but it's not hanging around a lot. Like, I mean, as far as like, I'm really wanting to keep it. It's just, I'm going to keep pulling this out and see how I feel about it. Because maybe at the end of the year, this might be gone. The other ColourPop palette that I would choose is this one. This is the Tinkerbell one. The packaging is gorgeous. And I prefer the larger pan shadows, the formula is a little bit better than the little smaller one. The reason why is just there's something about this. I love this one, this one, this one, but I feel like the greens are a little bit too close from one another for me to reach for this. I don't know. I don't know. There's something about this, and I mentioned it when I used it last year. There was something about it that just didn't draw me in 100%. And it might be like all of these right here that are just too close, too much in tone, too much green, the background's green. I don't know. There's something about this that I can't put my finger on that I'm just like, oh, but the packaging is pretty also on this one. Two more, guys, two more. Here's another one. This is the BH Lost in Los Angeles. If I were to choose one of my BH to go like yesterday, this would be it. Again, it's the pastels. I'm not a fan of pastels 100%, but there are colors in here that I love. Individually, I like to pull this out. So this is like my palette where it's a companion palette, not necessarily all on its own because of the tones in here. But some of these shadows in here are beautiful. Like the Hills is beautiful. This green shade is beautiful. I love this Rush Hour one down here. Abbey, I like this matte white in here. So there are some in here that I really do like. Just not all of them, like this yellow I don't care for. Malibu, again, it looks like the one in the extra spicy. Like, I don't care for that one. So this would be the one I would choose if I had to choose one. And last but not least is this one. This is my least favorite of the Beauty Bay. I still love it, but if I were to compare it to the rest of the ones that I have, this is the one that I would let go of. I do love it, and I have to think about this palette in sections, not as an overall color story, because if you think about it as an overall color story, you're going to get lost and you're going to get overwhelmed and you're like, this doesn't go together. So I try to keep like this 6-pan together as winter, like up here is more of like spring, you got fall over here, you got more of spring over here in summer. So you get like the 4 seasons, but you got to separate it. And that's how I think about this palette, is by separating it. So for that reason, I would let go of this one and keep the other ones, because the other ones are more of a cohesive, like all around kind of palette. This one I felt like it was like thrown in here. So I understand. Well, look at the packaging, obviously. All right, guys, so these are the 10 palettes that if I were to have to do it and get rid of 10, these are the 10 that I would get rid of. I think that my reasonings aren't bad. It's not like just, oh, I need to get rid of something. I've really thought about this and I'm like, yeah. So I'm going to keep this list handy just in case if I do bring in a new palette and I have to pull one out, these would be the ones that I would actually get rid of, because I've been playing around with these and it's not something where I would 100% miss a lot versus the other ones that I do have. So that is all that I have for you guys today. Let me know in the comment section, what palette would you get rid of right now if you had to do it? If somebody had told you you need to do this right now, it's do or die, what would you choose? Let me know in the comment section. So I want to thank Ana Luisa for collaborating with me today and partnering up. Don't forget to check them out down in the description box. Click the link. Browse. That's all that I ask. That makes my day, because it allows me to be able to do these collaborations in the future for you guys. And then I can also add a little package for you guys as I accumulate things that I do get in PR. So thank you guys so much for watching. Anything you need to know will be down in the description box.